from my perspective, it appears you are increasingly prepared every week. So the first time 2 weeks ago that I was on, your 5.5 was all over the place because that's the whole bit, right? The whole shtick here is we go through a list of superlatives. You would think that it would be, you could say it was your only job. The first time that I came on the pod was to be prepared. I didn't even know I was coming on this show, right?
I'm still laughing at that.
But your list was all over the place. Last week you were a little more dialed in. Now I'm coming in and I'm seeing you've got it written down in front of you on a bank receipt, no less. Should we show it to the camera?
Yeah, I guess.
We got this. Is would you like to show it
That's
up?
how
Flash
the list
it?
is coming.
I don't know how quickly.
Don't let people
much could
see
it
the
zoom
list.
in?
And I can't read upside down. I've not seen any of what's on the list. I'm just
Neither have
remarking.
I, for the record, but the paper he chose to write it on is definitely a full Adam. This week's top 5.5 best means to make oneself laugh. Number 5, favorite comedians: Pantelis, Ted Bird, Mike Ward, Bill Peters, Sugar Sammy. Who the fuck is Bill Peters? Number 4 is gonna rock your world. Number 4, favorite source of laughter could be private person Marco D'Amico, classmate.
D'Amico.
Can you trust your headmaster
I'll
from
explain.
high school? Tell joke about gift for him and secretary.
I'll explain it. Okay.
You realize that's not a list number. This is insane. This is ramblings of a lunatic.
Okay. I will use this one as a joke, which I personally
What's
like.
the 5.5? What's things that make you laugh?
Fine. I should have just subtitled it something funny which someone you know.
What?
Okay, wait. Let me back up a little bit.
Please
It doesn't
do.
have to be comics. It can be your personal sources of people that make you laugh. It could be a guy you've known a long time, a friend, an acquaintance. That's what I was alluding to.
Is the point of the
And
show to
in
go
my
over stuff, or is the
case-
point of the show to just see like
Both. Your
Just see,
thoughts and give personal examples.
just see a I don't know, a person who diverges from a behaviorally divergent person. Just try to come up with but really, what's the point of the? Is the point to
Okay, I'll answer your
no, but
question.
is the point to spark curiosity? Is the point to kind
That
of
too, yeah. You share an experience
because it
and
feels
you
like
ask
the whole.
others.
It feels like this whole thing. This whole. I don't know if it's better when Poseidon runs it, but I feel like this whole shtick of going over a list of things isn't really engaging unless I'm yelling at you
So
about
that-
stuff. So, but I feel like I know better than to do that now because I don't even expect anything concise from you.
I would like
So-
to explain my reason to you, please.
What's no, not yet. We're not
Okay,
there
all
yet.
right, I'll tell you the joke.
We're not there yet.
So I'll tell
I
you-
just need to know. I got OCD. All right, I need to know what we're categorizing here.
Fine.
Things that are funny, or things that make you laugh.
Things
was the prior one. Yeah,
no,
that's
this
the
is,
general heading.
The list is best means to make oneself laugh.
Yes.
Top 5.5 best means to make oneself
One
laugh.
item was comedians.
Okay, comedians is a way to make
Yes, but that's not what the item was. The item was favorite comedians: Pantelis, Ted Bird, Mike Ward, Bill Peters, Sugar
Okay,
Sammy.
I
but
just
this
gave
is shorthand.
examples.
This is shorthand
I gave
for himself. What he meant to say
examples.
was comedians, and he was then gonna fire up some of his favorite comedians. Okay,
All
fine.
right, but
I'm
then
with you.
number 4.
No, but what's number 4 now?
Number 4 is favorite source of laughter could be private person Marco D'Amico.
Stop there.
Classmate,
Stop
can
there.
you
Stop
trust
there.
your headmaster
It rambles
from high
on. It
school?
rambles on.
Okay, I'll
Headmaster,
shorten
key
it.
buzzwords,
I'll
weird.
shorten it.
Huh?
I'll shorten it.
No, but
People
I
you
don't
like
even
to
think you
make you
can
laugh.
shorten. I don't even think you can shorten it because nothing on the list it falls under the umbrella of things that make you laugh. Unless what you're trying to say is what you're saying. Number 5, comedians,
Yes.
professional funny people. Number 4, private sovereign citizens.
Yes.
Who happen to make you laugh,
Yes,
like
you
my
got it.
uncle who
You
tells
got
funny
it.
stories.
You got it.
What a crazy way of wording it. Can you read? Okay, hang on. So now that we've established what you meant to say, let's, Pantelis, take it away. Read what you wrote.
Number 4, favorite source of laughter could be private person Marco D'Amico, classmate.
Domenico.
Can you trust your headmaster from high school? Tell joke about gift from him and secretary.
Okay, the floor is yours.
Okay.
Headmaster Marco D'Amico. Do you know who Marco D'Amico is? He's a friend of
Domenico.
fuck's happening?
Sorry?
He's my
I
former
don't know what
classmate.
any of this is.
Okay.
He's my former classmate.
Okay.
And a friend of Guido's too, by the way. We were all classmates. So you think of a funny joke, and I'm sharing you mine, and if you want to share me yours, you're welcome to.
Why was Marco D'Amico funny? No, but here,
Funny? Why was he
I like
funny?
this. I
Okay,
like this.
good.
I got a story
All
about a
right.
funny wop from when my dad went to school, too. There was a guy named Rocco D'Addario who walked into home ec class in the fucking 80s, and this is in the East End in Montreal North. He walks into a class, and he goes to the prof. He goes, he's 14, 15 years old at the time. He goes, me, I don't know, sir. Me, I smell cock. Like it's like a cooking class. And he goes, that's good. So private, either you have
you will
old
find it
classmates that could make you laugh.
Yeah.
Sure.
It was at the end of high school.
Why was this guy funny?
I
let
have
me
a
tell
joke
you the
about a high
joke.
school in
You'd have to hear
Columbine, Colorado. I have a joke about a high school in Columbine, Colorado.
Go ahead.
A professional one that you will say on stage, or just one that came to mind now?
It's a killer joke.
I don't mind going.
You want to burn it?
No, we'll talk about it later.
Okay, so the joke was, I was alluding to the fact that every year I would get my headmaster a gift, usually chocolates, whatever, a chocolate's a bottle of wine. This time
Was
I got
this a
him
religious
chocolates.
school?
No,
Was this where you
no,
developed a
no.
proclivity for
Listen, I guarantee you're
conservative
gonna laugh.
power dynamics and?
I got him chocolates and a book, and I was telling Marco, my former classmate,
That's very
I
nice.
said, I gave it to a secretary. He wasn't available. And then Marco says, I don't know if you can trust that secretary. Because you know why? Because she ate the chocolates. And you know what I said? And maybe she ate the book too. That's all, And he laughed. That's all. He just, you think of a joke and
It's a great one. Honestly, I wish I thought of that one.
That's from the 90s.
it was a night.
And it stayed with you to this day?
I mean, killer jokes like that, they stick around.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll just share another joke. Most people find it funny. It depends depends what kind of style your sense of humor.
Yeah, try again.
You know how you can tell if you didn't put on good deodorant?
Sure.
There's some good names and some bad names.
Yeah.
I didn't put on right guard. I put on left guard.
Number 3, my favorite joke to tell, I put left guard.
Yeah, I just said it now.
You burned it. You burned it early.
Sorry.
Also, right after it says, stop being a gangster.
Okay, this is another joke that if you see the way I'm expressing myself, you actually will find it funny. Okay. This never happened, but I actually used to go to Southern New Jersey, where I'm sure you know is not the most safe place, right?
Okay.
And you ever been there, by the way, near Philly? Anywhere in that area?
Maybe.
Okay, anyway, it doesn't matter. So this is all a joke, right? I go to a bar, I meet this guy. I found out it's a bar where a lot of gangsters go to, right? So I say, someone told me over there there's a gangster. Go and
I
chat
cannot
with him."
imagine you in a bar where gangsters frequent.
I know.
I mean, they would. You imagine this guy, like walking in. You'd be a great
If
Sopranos
I actually
character.
said this, never mind. What would happen to me? Something very. But it's a joke, okay?
But you'd be a great peripheral character in The Sopranos who walks in who just, I don't know,
Maybe.
like Chrissy Moltisanti's high on heroin or whatever, and you just
Yeah.
walk in and you just start fucking just giggling and asking him too many questions.
Yeah.
He snaps on you.
So I go to this guy and I said, I understand. We start chatting. I have a drink and he says, so I hear you're a gangster. Yes, I am. And he says, what kind of stuff do you do? He says, I can't talk about that. That's personal. But I can refer you to my associate over there or whatever, Billy, right? So I start chatting with Billy. I say the same thing. So I understand you're a gangster. Cool. What do you do? Sometimes I break people's legs. Sometimes I kidnap them when they have outstanding debts. And I said, are you serious? Don't you know the difference between right and wrong? You need to stop being a gangster. Next thing I know, he's holding a gun to my head.
Really?
It's never happened. I took an idea and I turned it into a joke.
If you love jokes like that, it's no wonder that fucking Pantelis is your favorite comic. God.
Number 1,
Is this where it all falls apart, Adam?
favorite dick jokes. How can you tell when you have a small dick, Adam?
You can tell when you have a very small dick when you can barely see it under a magnifying glass. I mean,
Yeah.
You tell a few people, they find it, they chuckle. That's all.
They chuckle.
And there's
Adam, if you say that to a person in the wild, I think they're running for the hills. If you come up to them, no, it's no wonder that the chick in your class wasn't really feeling it, huh? How's the job going?
not bad. No change. I mean, it's what I anticipated.
Have you gambled on the job yet?
Not while working.
Not while
I've
working.
played bets. I've placed bets. Yes.
Not while the vehicle's moving.
No.
While on the clock, but while parked.
Listen, you can think whatever you want, but I follow rules. Those are rules that are gonna get me fired. So.
Are you picking up children?
How are you around attractive women? Like, are you the same person, or do you lose your cool a bit? Are you nervous?
I'd have to really give that some thought.
Okay.
I mean,
Think about it for about 5 more seconds and tell us.
okay. So fine, maybe at times if she's super attractive, I might be a little hot under the collar or whatever.
Right? Yeah. That's
sometimes.
no. Okay. Now we're being good. Now you're talking about
What
the truth.
proportion of the
be
time
honest,
that
yeah.
happens? That's That's
you're
a subjective
steadfast.
thing.
You're talking to hot women, and most of the time that isn't the case. That you're hot under the collar. Most of the time you're the fawns.
Have you ever been in
We're
love?
good.
Like, but not family. I mean, like love, like romantic
I
love.
have once, but it didn't work out.
It didn't work out.
I
How
was
long?
with the woman for 3 months. She wanted to get married. I
What?
said no.
You know what I've
Serious.
noticed about guys like you? Which is to say,
Dude, 3 months. This is a good story.
Yeah, I know.
3 or 4, I can't remember.
3, but like middle-aged guys who are a little bit different. You know, you're a little bit peculiar. You're a little bit of a peculiar guy. I think it's part of your
Some
nature.
people say that about me.
Yeah, you are. I think. I mean this respectfully. You are that cousin for a lot of people. Like a lot of people just have a cousin who's kind of like,
The oddball.
Yeah, you're like the oddball cousin. And I have one of these guys in my family as well. He's like the oddball cousin, and he could have gone legit if he had just married that one woman, and it didn't work out.
Oh, she had a lot of influence on him in terms of the way.
Yeah, and I mean now he just doesn't believe in banks, you know, like.
Yeah, they're not real.
Had he married that woman, his life would have looked very.
Banks.
I like so. So what do you think? So my question for you is, what do you think your life would look like if you married that woman? 3 months is,
Well, honestly,
you got to get to know someone in 3 months.
I'll tell you what. So fine, let's do a little bit of role playing. So I'm now a married man.
Yeah,
let's
end
really
off-
have a high level of chemistry.
You didn't have a high level of chemistry.
Did not.
Okay, so you ended it.
Yeah.
You ended it.
Yes.
Was she pretty?
Okay, I you know this game when you play, I was telling her I'm seeing a therapist, I'm really not comfortable.
I don't know
She
that
doesn't
game.
what the hell
I've
with
never
you.
played that game where I tell people I'm seeing a therapist and I'm not really comfortable.
And I don't know where our relationship is. You're kind of shedding hints, you know, you're dropping hints, you know, I don't know if it's
So you
gonna
let her
work.
down easy.
I coerced her into wanting to break up with me, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I can't believe it took coercion.
Well, I
Wait, hold on.
went about
Did
it.
you like
How did you
having,
meet her?
did you like having that power over her as well?
Manipulating her?
No, but how did it feel to be wanted? How did it feel to be desired?
I don't think about that thought.
That's insane.
How
That's
did
what
I
she
meet
looked
her?
like. Yeah, can you try?
Heard the guy that she was dating at the time.
Without any slurs.
Wait, hold on.
Wait, what? You stole her from someone?
What the
No.
He gave her to me.
Heartbreaker.
I
He
can
gave her to me.
explain.
Yeah.
I was introduced to a friend of a friend introduced me to this other friend.
Right.
And he had this other guy that he introduced me to, said, "This is my girlfriend."
Hold on. A friend introduced to another friend who had another friend?
Yes, no
So
joke,
why'd you have
3
to,
people.
why do we start with your friends?
Sounds like you're joining a cult, Adam.
It's weird, but it's true. I was friends with the guy.
Cults
His
are
bro-
weird,
Sorry,
yeah.
sorry. I was friends with the guy. His brother was the guy that he introduced me to, and his brother introduced me to his friend who was dating this woman.
So there's like
And
a
few
domino.
months later,
There's a
I found
domino
out they broke
effect.
up.
There's
It's that simple.
Okay.
She actually liked me. No joke.
Yeah.
She says, "Hey, you're a
I believe
cool
it.
guy."
What did you do to psyop her into liking you?
Yeah.
Did you,
What was the charm you
I
showed
was
up?
my regular self.
That works.
Wow. And she.
Listen, it's funny, but it's true.
And nobody's put up with you since.
Wait, so she was 3 months with you and said, I want to get married.
No, hang on.
I'm not kidding. 4, closer to 4.
I feel like an asshole just closing out on that. I wasn't making. I
Okay,
mean,
what do you wanna know?
legit. There was a legit question. Like, has nobody else come close to wanting you to marry them since?
No.
You ever think about reaching back out to her?
She had a kid with that. She got back with that same guy, by the way. No joke. And she had a kid. So I
She was like, she went back to him and was like, yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. This guy psyoped
I
me.
can't read her mind, but whatever.
Is there a chance that maybe she was always with that guy and they were trying to get you to marry her for money while they would have just banged on the side?
That's the first time
You
I've ever
doubt
heard anything
it.
like
I like
that.
Did you throw down? Did you guys get intimate?
Somewhat.
What's the somewhat?
Listen, do these details really matter?
They do actually. That's how we're going to determine.
This is a comedy
the
show, not a
level.
show where you analyze my intimacy. Come on.
No. This was a long time ago. Just how far did you get?
Okay,
He doesn't
kissed
kiss and
we
tell.
kissed every now and then. I mean, you know.
You kissed that. That's all we're asking. You didn't perform intercourse.
No.
What, he doesn't have to kiss and tell. What do you do? What do you do? Are you trying to goad him into something?
No,
here?
I'm not going even because I kind of suspected he only kissed. And I have a running theory in my head that they were trying to run a fraudulent scam on Adam because he's the victim of a lot of scams.
I see.
I swear to you
see.
guys, no.
I'm sorry. No. You had his best interest at
Yes.
heart. Adam, do these people still
man.
have your coordinates?
No. In many years.
I will say, listen. I think you made a lot of progress today. You know, you're
You're not yelling at me, so that shows
you're a sexual conservative, but you admitted that under the right circumstances you could be
engaging.
I guess we kind of, to be fair, we kind of bullied you into saying it, but I think, it's the truth. You just
no kidding.
no, but you also spoke, you spoke your mind. It's good. It's kind of, that sort of shit fires people up. Just admit it. I like the fuck. Like Mike Pence was a really conservative guy, and if he just could come out and said, under the right circumstances, I could be persuaded to, stick my tongue up a lady's ass, it would have fired people up. It would have endeared him to people. People like folks that appear real. That's why people liked when Trump had the bus tape and was talking about grabbing by the pussy, and people were like, okay, he's obviously joking. That kind of endeared him to a lot of people because he just sounded like a bro,
Listen, I don't want to get into a political discussion, but I consider that inappropriate behavior from a political leader.
To do what?
Talk about grabbing pussy. It's ridiculous.
Listen, it's super ridiculous now. Before we let Sam go, Sam Adamo and Adam. How did you enjoy this trilogy of episodes with your co-host?
Very much so.
It was good, right?
Thumbs up.
Gratifying.
Yes.
Nice.
I'm humbled that you would grant me the opportunity to share the stage with you, Mr. Adam.
Intellectuals out.
Out.